Now at 5:30, America preparing to celebrate one of the greatest achievements in human history. The day Apollo 11 landed on the moon, taking that giant leap for mankind. Good evening, I'm Alan Martin.
And I'm Veronica Dela Cruz. The Bay Area played a role in that historic day, and right now, crew members and astronauts who helped make it all happen are in Alameda. They're talking together for the first time in years about the lunar landing. The so-called recovery specialists, the young men who sailed on board the USS Hornet, played a key role 50 years ago. They helped recover the Apollo 11 capsule after it splashed down in the Pacific Ocean following the moon mission. Some are back on board that ship tonight. They're meeting over video phone with Apollo astronauts and a tracking crew from Australia. We're looking at live pictures right now. The men, including astronaut Michael Collins, they reminisced about the teamwork it took to pull off this mission.
But it was very exciting to watch the fireball and then have the command module coming down right next to us. We had the best seats in the world.
KPIX 5's Kiet Do live at that event. He joins us from on board the Hornet. Kit?
Yeah, the festivities are just about to begin here on the USS Hornet. A lot of these people haven't talked for about 50 years, and it turns out it takes a whole village to pull this off, to get those astronauts to the moon. It is estimated that 400,000 people worked all across the country on the Apollo 11 mission, some of them right here in the Bay Area. To understand why NASA chose to touch down on this particular spot on the moon in a place known as the Sea of Tranquility, and why it designed the lunar lander the way that it did, we have to go deep into the bowels of the NASA Ames Research Center in Mountain View and into one of the world's premier hypervelocity impact testing sites.
Welcome to the Ames Vertical Gun Range.
Charles Cornelison is the facilities manager and explains that the device, built in 1966, is basically a gun range on steroids.
We use this gun to shoot at targets in that blue chamber at very high speeds to simulate what happens when meteors and asteroids impact a planet or moon surface.
With high-speed cameras mounted everywhere,
this is where our targets are placed.
Researchers put materials like soil that replicates the surface of the moon inside the chamber and then charge up the gun with compressed hydrogen to shoot small projectiles at insanely fast speeds.
This gun shoots at about 7 kilometers per second, which is just under 16,000 miles per hour, or one way to think of it is that if you were to travel that speed, you could fly from San Francisco to New York in under 6 minutes.
NASA scientists were then better able to understand how and why craters form the way that they do.
This information then went on to help with landing site selection and also the lunar lander design. It's very cool. Makes the job very fun knowing that not only you're working in a place that has this long history, but you get to be a part of history.
4, 3, 2, 1. Mark on.
The work at NASA Ames continues to this day with the goal of getting humans to Mars and back. Researchers are developing heat shields to survive re-entry temperatures of 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit and slow down spacecraft going 27,000 miles per hour. That village is still very much alive and thriving.
What's happening here can influence what can happen, where we can go, how fast we can go, and how we can get back.
And that is a live video feed from Kennedy Space Center, where there is a gala happening right now to celebrate the 50th anniversary. This was organized by Northrop Grumman, and then of course San Jose-based Cisco is providing a lot of the video conferencing to connect all these people after all these years. A great way, all in all, to celebrate and honor the men and women who took part in the Apollo 11 mission. We're live in Alameda. Kiet Do, KPIX 5.